Hi friends, I'm Phoebe. Welcome to my music discovery journey where I check out all the music I missed out on over the years and share some of my great finds with you. Now this is a fourth track released from HEAVEN.EXE. They have released 3 bangers so far. I expect this one is going to be no different. It's called Chasing Ghosts and it's featuring 20 tokens. They've released an official lyric video just now, so I want to check this out. And let's just discover it together, shall we? There's a mobile phone. Oh! Straight in! It's so heavy, I love it. Oh gosh, it's deep. Nice drums. Love it. It's like a heartbeat. Yes. Yes. What? Nice. I like the melodic chorus. What's happening? Oh shit. Proper rave. Oh. Hey, isn't that their logo? Oh my! Whoa! 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 Ah. And it's all over in a flash. That was good. That was really deep. Talking about like. I feel like the pitter-patter of tiny feet into the arms of security is like young people being led by the blind insecurity. We're growing up in a world that is technology heavy and that can be dangerous. It's scary for the younger generations. Kind of existential thoughts, but that's really, really quite well written. and articulated in the lyrics. It's the same thing. I'm saying the same thing twice. Anyway, let's watch it again and go through the actual lyrics and break it down a bit, because that was fun. I'm guessing 20 Tokens was the part of the chorus, because it sounded like Darius with the vocals for the verses. Anyway. Love the pauses. Quite a few pauses, it's great. Okay, so that's the first couple of lines of the verses, or the first verse, the first section. Caught in the web, caught in the obsession, fed by the lie of fake connection. Whoa, this is quite deep. Obsessed. A lot of people are addicted to their phones, addicted to social media now. I'm at an age where when I was 10, there was none of this. I sound like so old when I say that, but like the internet came. I didn't experience the internet until I was 11 in my first year of secondary school, and that was like 1997. It was a long time ago, and since then so much has happened. There's technology has advanced so much, but to the point where we use it like almost without thinking in our daily lives, and it can be so destructive to our mental health. Fed by the lie of fake connection. Oh my god, like there's so many layers to that. Fake connection with people, communities that we make friends with online, like they're real, but they can also be hiding behind a keyboard, or catfishing, or just luring someone into a false sense of security when they're not actually who they say they are, because there's a sense of confidence behind a screen. Mass depression masked by our digital expression. When we post on social media, how many people post about their hardest days? Not many, but a lot of people make a point of doing it. But still, I think 90% of someone's feed would be the happier things, the wins, trying to focus on that and making everything look quite peachy from the outside. But actually, we all go through really rough times. And a lot of us don't want to post about that every day. So we might post about it every once in a while to acknowledge it. But I'm pretty sure that most of the internet, what we see on the internet is usually the nicer things, because people like looking at that. A lot of people don't like feeling more depressed, reminding them of reality. But I think it's super important. This is really, like, just from the first section, it's just so deep. Eyes locked tight and drawn into the static. Being locked on a screen, we copy, we mold, we're slowly turning manic. Just incredible. The race is on and everyone's fanatic. We lose our minds as all turns automatic. So much of that is based on what I've just said. It's really quite powerful. And with a good beat behind it and some great vocals, that's brilliant, isn't it? It's fun. Even though it's bad. I like that detail. That's big. I like the dun 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 dun. They still got their like techno ravey vibe to it. I like that a lot. The chorus then is also deep. Just FYI, we're chasing ghosts. It's like chasing after a high that you don't quite reach. Perhaps chasing an unrealistic expectation, lost inside a world that takes its toll. The internet does take its toll. And don't get me wrong, the internet is a really useful tool for people who can't get outside, people who are unable to form in-person relationships, friendships, what have you, with people in physical form. People that might be disabled, that might have phobias, that might have conditions that don't allow for that connection in person. So I think it is so important. It has got positives, it has got uses, and there are a lot of people out there who aren't always considered in things, but it can also be an unhealthy obsession. It can detract people's attention from the beauty of the world outside. There's a famous saying that, or famous phrase that everyone's saying in the last few years: go touch some grass, get outside, breathe some fresh air. I too am not outside as often as I used to be since the pandemic. A lot of people kind of became a little bit more reclusive. Not just the pandemic that did that. There was already elements of me that didn't always want to go outside, and I guess it heightens that. If you're not careful, you can get sucked into that and then forget like your whole life's passing you by and you're not experiencing the world while it's still in a livable state. Not to get more existential, but we need to look after this planet, and people forget that too. AI is a really bad thing that is destroying the planet, and I don't think a lot of people know the effects it has. I read a meme this morning. It was just, someone was asking why I care so much about the environment, and the answer was because I live in it. Oh, that got me a little bit. So, lost inside a world that takes its toll, very much so. We've lost control. Things are taking over. Even, I think the visuals are more, they're probably about a person's nervous system more than AI, but it's robotic. It looks almost like AI robots themselves taking over as well. There's like mixes, but it also looks like this person is breaking up or being taken over. So different things that could be interpreted as. I think that's quite important. Trading pieces of our souls. Just the same sort of message, isn't it? Giving up your soul for living in a world that might not be real. Some people go as far as to experiencing life all on the internet when they can get outside. They can. So like this isn't shade to people who can't get outside. This is more, if you can and you're able to, what are you doing with yourself? Yeah, trading pieces of our souls is quite powerful. All of that is quite powerful. Then it repeats, and then we've got the verse after this. So. It's kind of on edge, sinister. But nice breakdown. Nice drums, guitars. catchy. Oh. So losing it, and then they don't say losing it all this, they go on to the next bit. But echoes dissolve, calling me back. Shadows dance, turning all black. My pulse races. I'm about to crack. I love how the second verse goes into like straight into a breakdown almost. I like that structure. It caught me off guard a bit because I wasn't expecting that so soon. And I think it's nice that artists change it up and do things that are unexpected, unpredictable, because we're so used to certain formats. But and that can be nice. It can be a quite a familiar, satisfying thing, which I do like a lot of the time as well. But I think it's nice when you're caught off guard with stuff like this, and it's like, oh, okay, all right. At least that's what I think it is. It sounds to me like that. So it's like this pull of it all. Echoes dissolve, calling me back. Shadows dance, turning back. Everything's going dark. It's not a good place. I'm about to crack. We're about to explode. Obviously. Take me back to how things used to be. Back in the good old days before it got too serious, when we could spend a day without even like watching TV. We could go outside. We could communicate with our families without sitting there on your phone. But it's right to hand. Just like, yeah. So many people don't put their phone down these days when they're watching something, or they're having a conversation with someone. People walk in the streets holding their phone up, right? They can't even just put it away for a second. And it's kind of sad. It's very sad. The newer generations, it's all they know. So people have kind of become used to having a phone, getting it out when a moment arises that they can take a picture, take a video. And that's really nice and precious that we can take moments like that. But then does it feel to some that they're not as special because you've got like thousands of pictures and videos? How are you possibly going to find the most precious of memories? I guess there are ways to organize yourself. As a person with ADHD, that is very difficult for me. So I have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of pictures from over the years and videos, and I do keep the precious ones safer, but it then becomes just colossal, doesn't it? Take me back in time and help me find my smile. It's about going back and being happier, feeling like things were a bit more simple and less obsessive or addictive. And that's very powerful again. I like how heavy it is. And ravey at the same time. Just like people just walking on a factory line. Same thing over and over again. No one's different. Like this visual. Well, now we're all worshipping HEAVEN.EXE. It's a nice ending. But it's kind of showing that we all kind of it looks like people just all the same, easily led, easily influenced, not thinking for themselves, easily brainwashed. The pitter patter of tiny feet into the arms of insecurity just, it feels like that. It feels like the younger generation are being influenced by the older generation. We teach our young, right? If people have kids, they want to bring them up, give them a good upbringing, and lead by example. What kind of example is this? It feels like that's what they're saying, into the arms of insecurity. Social media can make so many of us insecure because people filter their faces to make them look smooth and, not realistic. We all have wrinkles, like, hello. It's but people don't want to show that, and they want to feel better about themselves putting on a filter. But for me, that feels really unhealthy, and I understand why people do it, because they see people who are either airbrushed or AI images or Botox or surgery, and no disrespect or shame to anyone who gets these things. Like, I'm not a stranger to those. I had my nose done, I had my lips done a long time ago, and surgery elsewhere. But like, people are easily impressionable and easily put off to share their authentic selves if they're not fully comfortable with it, because society and the social media craze has made them feel like that, essentially. And then give me more, give me dopamine. It's chasing a high. We get dopamine. It's a good feeling. As a person with ADHD, I'm always chasing dopamine. But how you do that, there are different ways. But I feel like they're using this to say getting dopamine from the internet. Basically, as well, dopamine is a critical neurotransmitter and hormone, often called the feel-good chemical. Yeah, that's a good way of describing it. It facilitates pleasure, motivation, memory, and motor control in the brain. As part of the reward system, it reinforces behaviors. Deficiencies cause symptoms like lack of motivation, fatigue, and moodiness, which I think a lot of people with ADHD have, but not just limited to. Imbalances are linked to addiction, Parkinson's, and other conditions. Interesting. What did we think of that? That was really good. Give me dopamine, right? Hide and seek until we bleed. What does that mean? I mean, it's destructive. It's hurting us. Hide and seek until we bleed. Being addicted, running away from it, but it finding us again. The pull back to it. I don't know. I also, very big point that I want to make is people with messages these days. Everyone expects other people to respond to them in an instant. Because we're in this technology age where we have things at our fingertips, but it's very toxic to me. I have felt overwhelmed for years because I don't respond immediately to people's messages. And if you think, like, you get the odd comment sometimes, or like, oh, it took your time, even when it's like a day. I get that on a daily basis with people that don't understand that I don't want to be on my phone 24/7. I had a period of time where I was on my phone for 12 hours at a time trying to respond to all the messages that people had sent me. And now I can't do that. I can't. It was ruining my life. It was unhealthy, and I wasn't doing anything I was supposed to. I was supposed to be working. Freelancing, working, and choosing your own hours can be great, but I work an unhealthy amount every day, like 15-16 hours is not good already. So add to that me trying to keep up with messages and just getting more overwhelmed. I think people don't realize what it can be like for someone else just because their phone isn't blowing up, which I would kill for. You know, I was looking at how many comments I've had just on YouTube alone for a while, and it was huge. And then, you know, there are people out there that are like, oh, you didn't like my comment, you didn't acknowledge my comment. I can't keep up. Lots of people get it, and if someone doesn't respond to me straight away, you know, you could always follow up a few weeks later and say, oh, just check in if you saw this. But some people just don't have the time. And I think it's really important to remember that we are important in ourselves. We should be prioritizing us, no one else. And we should live our lives doing that. And it's a very unhealthy habit that I have to unlearn, prioritizing everyone else and trying to make other people happy who make me feel bad for not responding to a message. So just a thought, because that was really quite poignant from HEAVEN.EXE. And a really great song, great subject matter, of course, great feel, great vibes, great sound. Let me know what you thought. Thank you to anyone who could support over on Ko-fi, supporting the channel, and on Patreon, supporting the channel. No pressure at all. You don't have to join. It is free, but to get on this little thank you thing, you basically join for £1 and up as a supporter, and that's how you get on there. But no pressure at all. Thank you so much to anyone who is watching here, because your time alone is fantastic. So thank you. And I will see you for another one very soon. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye.